Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everybody one more time to another tutorial on how to play Darbuka. This episode, we're going to be talking about the double stroke. This is our first tutorial in English about the split finger technique. This split finger technique is where you break one hand into into two fingers actually. So on each hand you use your index finger and your ring finger. Okay, on both hands, on the right and the left, you're going to use your index and your ring. Okay, not your index and middle, not your index and pinky. So index and ring. Okay, so even though you're using those, you can't really tell once you're playing fast if you're watching a Darbuka player play, but you can see. But I'm breaking it down for you so that you can know exactly these are the two fingers that they're using. Okay, so as you can see, split finger, double stroke, one hand equals two fingers. Okay, so basically we're taking the right hand and the left hand and we're doing a one-hit motion, but at the bottom we're doing a twist with your wrist. So you start from the top, you start from a outer position and hit down, and then as you're going back up, you hit with your ring finger. So the slow motion version is like this. Okay, you want to make sure you're twisting your hand because that's where the power comes from. Because you're not doing that. This is not right. This is two hits. So what you want to do is make sure it's one hit. When this one comes down, you lift your ring finger, and then you hit with your ring finger as you're going up. You use the momentum to go up, to go back into the neutral position of hitting. Because this is the basic tech. If you didn't see the videos before, you can watch go to the playlist and you can see the first videos about tech. So this is a double hit on one hand. Okay, the same thing goes for the left hand, but it's in a vertical position instead of a lateral position. You let the gravity take your hand down. You hit with your index finger. As you do that, you use the momentum to lift your ring finger, and then when you come back down, you do the same thing. You hit the body of the drum again with the outside of your palm. And you hit the ring finger and lift this index finger to also help with the momentum, and you lift up. Make sure you're relaxed. Try not to go too deep. You don't want to do that. And try not to be too much on the edge. So I like to keep like a little space in between my hand and the drum instead of doing. You see there's a little bit of space. That's a little trick or a little tip I have. Okay? So this is called the double stroke because it's like a double stroke if you're playing drums or whatever. So double stroke on each hand. This is one of the ways you want to practice, okay? So it takes time to get the right hand, to get the right position, because you want to put the finger on the edge, okay? You don't want your finger in the middle. You want the position of your index finger to be like this. When you come back up to do the ring finger, it hits in the same spot, the same dot, okay? Same with this one. You can use a bolt for a guide if you want, but that's what you want to do. You don't want two different sounds. You want it to be the same sound. So practice really slow until you're getting the same sound. Once you're getting the same sound over and over again, then you can go to your left hand. Practice getting the same sound. Also turning your hand, okay? You're doing like a twist motion. You're not going up and down. You're going up and down, but one time with two hits because of the twist motion. Okay, so let me show you a couple ways to practice this. A couple ways to practice this is double stroke, double stroke, double stroke, double stroke, and then you can make it with no space. So it's evenly spaced between right and left. So we have, there's a space between left and right hand. Now let's do it with no space. Practice this very slow with the metronome until you're really, really comfortable, and then you can add speed. Okay, the benefit for this is when you go into learning how to play paradiddle, when you go into in a beat, for example, let's take Maksum. That's a double stroke on your left hand. It's very useful. Okay? With the left hand, you can use paradiddles. You can use it when you're just doing like a. you can use it also when you're doing a roll, but I rarely use double stroke for roll. I rarely use double stroke for rolls because I don't really like it that much. Also, one more thing to keep in mind, you can do the opposite. Ring and then index if you want. You can do ring and then index. You don't have to do index then ring. Up to you, whatever's most comfortable, whatever has the most power, whatever is most consistent, okay? That'll be all for the split finger double stroke technique. I'll see you guys next time on the next tutorial. Peace out.